hard. Move them up. Move them out.
Roll hard. Yeah, I like that song. That's the only way I know that song. All right, let's mine.
That's mine. I'm recording.
Wait, are we? Oh,
I've
crap.
been recording. Girl.
I've been recording this
Girl.
whole time.
Girl.
I want the. Who was it that got diamonds off their first break?
Well, last
Oh,
time
wow.
April did it. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
the
It's
time
not
before
here. That is
that,
good.
someone else did it.
Oh my goodness.
Calling hacks.
I wish eggs still hit people.
They're gonna hit again in one night,
will
so
they?
we can look forward to that.
Do they
I,
just
I
think
will
so.
look forward to that.
Hey guys,
Hey, what?
we can each pick a cave and not even worry.
I know.
Oh,
There's
that's
like
gonna
no
be
trolls
so nice.
today.
No one is trolling. Touch wood.
I want this one. Oh, yeah, this one works.
What are we talking about? Are we talking about Fabe
Oh.
Goes West?
Well, we did our bit, I think. We should pick a more relatable topic.
Fabe Goes to Europe? There was a straight to VHS version, I
If they
think.
made that, I would totally watch it in theaters.
Yeah.
It would be great.
Oh, goodness.
So, any topics for today? Anything exciting happening for you guys?
Hmm.
I had
Exciting
pizza.
is relative.
Okay, here's a topic.
Pizza
Is
is
it
relative.
okay?
Oh yeah, you had pizza.
Mm-hmm.
I think we
Mm,
just talked
pizza.
about pizza.
Pizza is always
Oh, gosh.
relative.
We
Don't
always
talk about food. I haven't eaten yet.
Oh man, I make
Pizza.
They were so good. Okay.
I only had breakfast, and that's been like 10 hours ago.
Oh, I'm sorry, Fabe.
Fabe,
I won't
Wow.
talk about pizza anymore.
don't starve yourself.
Did I mention that I had
Take
some
care of your
pizza?
body.
Take care of your
Yeah,
body.
pizza will take care of my body for sure. So I'm going to bed right after.
So, Fultron, you said you had a topic, right?
Yes, yeah. So we can debate on whether we
I
think.
hate debates.
No, this is a good one.
Me
You'll like
too.
this one. This is a good one. Is it dumb or wrong, I guess would be the right word, to have your Christmas decorations up already?
Oh great, we're talking
dumb.
about moral.
This is interesting.
conversations.
This is interesting.
Is
I
it
actually-
wrong?
I mean, okay, November is okay. I can see that, but all the shops have it in September, and that is not okay.
Right.
Yeah.
They
I don't,
don't
I'm
do
not cool with that.
here. I feel like they come out as soon as Halloween is over.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that makes me feel bad for Thanksgiving
Right.
What is this
because
place,
it's like,
Fultron?
who cares about being thankful? Well, and it's always been ironic to me that Christmas follows Thanksgiving. It's like let's take some time to think about what we're thankful for. Now Christmas, give me all the things.
Yeah,
Now,
true.
now tell Santa what you want. You know?
That's enough being thankful. We're done.
Yeah,
we're done,
done.
here.
Black Friday, like that whole thing. Ooh, I almost died.
Where's Black Friday
Diamonds.
again?
It's
I
the day
found
after
it.
Thanksgiving, isn't it?
Found a silverfish
When
block.
is Thanksgiving again?
It's like the 3rd or 4th Thursday of November.
Yeah.
Isn't Black Friday the day after Thanksgiving?
Yep.
And that's like the saddest part. Every year
Mm-hmm.
on Black Friday, someone dies because they are literally trampled
Sorry,
to
that's
death.
not funny.
Not funny, but
I'm
it's like
terrible.
absurd. It just blows my mind that the day after we're supposed to celebrate just being thankful and family and
Yeah.
all that stuff, then we all, like, even that day, a lot of people go there and be there at midnight. when
Are
the
you
doors
serious?
open.
People
They will
actually
be
die?
So driven. Yes, people get trampled to death when the doors open of the
Oh my
store.
What?
goodness.
People are rushing
Yeah.
in.
That's insane.
Because you're supposed to be able to
It's
get
America,
the
man.
best deals of the year, so a lot of people do it to
Yeah.
save money on Christmas shopping.
And they become murderers for that.
Yes, but
Yeah.
it's just insane to me that
All in the sake of giving.
that is on that happens. That
Yeah.
Yeah, that is insane that
Yeah,
if it
it's
happens at
crazy.
all at any time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter when.
Yeah.
yeah, it's true, but
Yeah. I mean, it's shopping.
it
it's
is
not
shocking.
like-
it's just
yeah.
sad that it happens. Like it's
Yeah.
predictable now.
Yeah.
Well, I guess people are going back to the Neanderthal days and they have to hunt, and it's dangerous to hunt.
Well,
Yeah.
they are
Risk
hunting
their
for
lives
sales.
on-
That's true. Yeah, there's always chaos on Black Friday, though. It's just kind of crazy to me.
I only know from Amazon. That's the
What is
only.
this tunnel here?
The big
There's a
2
big
wide
tunnel.
or 3 wide tunnel.
Yeah, it's bigger than it's 5 wide.
Yeah, I don't know
Yes.
whose that is.
I don't know what that was.
It's interesting. This might be part of his like
Sewer.
the sewers.
Oh.
Whoops.
Oh yeah, that one.
Sorry,
random,
Edson.
Random tunnel.
Oh, by the way, sorry for being a killjoy. I just get really angry about Black Friday.
No, I think it's. I was talking to somebody about this the other day. Like, I think that our generation is gonna start pushing against stuff like that.
I hope
Like,
so.
I've just seen so much like backlash from people our age and younger who are just fed up with like the consumerism and just the
Yes,
constant
yes.
neediness of American people.
That's true.
And so like I think that like even with technology, you know, you think about like Apple releases a new phone every year, and if it weighs too much, too little, or it doesn't have this feature, like we all just lose our crap and just start
Yeah.
like act like we're gonna go like bomb Apple because they didn't do what we wanted, and it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what are we doing with our lives?
It's true. Well, and even the fact that we've done it for so long that the way that they make products is completely different now. They make it to only last, you know, like a year
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
or so. And that's what's frustrating me. I was just thinking about this yesterday, about how I really wish, as a human species or humanity, that we wouldn't make any crap products.
Yeah.
That everything was like, just imagine what the world would be like if we didn't make crap. If we didn't make crap.
Well, I think that's what like the whole like artisan kind of like hipster craftsman
Yeah.
style stuff is like coming out of, because it's like people are getting fed up of like just, you know, conveyor belt manufacturing, and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
want stuff
Getting back
that's
to
legit.
quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it like over in Europe? I mean, is it different, or do you guys see
It's
the
the
same
same.
things?
It pretty much becomes one. I mean, globalization is definitely making it more similar every day, I would say, company-wise. I mean, everyone here is having an iPhone as well, so
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah, here too. And it's definitely the same, that things are not made to last longer than maybe a year or two.
Yeah.
And it's the same with, you know, any kind of things like furniture and home electronics or whatever.
Oh man. When
That's
we were
just
looking
it. People
for-
don't want to spend that much money. They'd rather
true.
spend little amounts of money regularly, so they
Well,
buy
that's
a
why
new
they go to, like,
table or whatever
IKEA.
every 2 years.
Yeah, that's why
Instead
they
of
go
having
to, like,
one that lasts for
IKEA,
10
where
years.
everything is made out of particle board and stuff. But
Exactly.
it looks nice. It's
It's
cheap.
all about the money that you spend at that moment. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if you have to spend
Yeah.
more in the future to get the same thing again or whatever.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
interesting. Oh man, I saw a Reddit post actually that was just saying, what brands have you noticed?
I saw that too, actually.
Yeah, and it was interesting. Like there were a lot of different ones listed, but lots of agreement about it too. Of just
What
like,
was it?
like which brands of things have you noticed that have degraded in quality over the years? And there was like a lot of different ones, mainly ones that were like appliance based, like washers and dryers.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Right.
things
Well,
like that that
automobiles
just
are a
aren't-
big one now too.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you don't see
Yes.
you don't see people driving around in a 1990 Ford Mustang like going, look at this classic car, it's just holding up like a beauty. Like no, it fell apart 5 years ago and it doesn't run anymore.
Yeah.
People are
it's
driving 1950 Cadillacs.
Yeah,
'cause-
the
My
90s cars were not the best.
Yeah, my first
I don't
car,
think the newer ones are any better, probably. They will. All
Probably
the
not.
electronics, they just degrade after a while.
my first car was a 1987 Volvo sedan. I can't remember, a G something. But it was like, it was so goofy, but it lasted so well. And the thing has like a steel frame.
yeah.
So it just felt safer than
Right.
a lot of the kind of not so sturdy cars that they have today.
Well, but they are lighter. That helps
Yeah,
with the fuel consumption
That's true.
and environment and everything. So
This is
it's
why we
hard
all
to
just
find a
get
trade-off.
Teslas.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw somebody driving a Tesla the other day. I've seen a couple of them around.
I haven't seen at
There's
all, but
quite
I
a lot
don't
of
think
them
they
in
are in
Austin.
Europe yet, are they?
Because they actually have like Tesla stores here. We got to go in it and like, oh, it was so
Wow.
fancy.
I live in a very, I'm not saying this to brag because I'm not part of this demographic, but I live in a very rich part of the country. And so there's a lot of really nice cars that just drive around.
That? Fultron's loaded.
Yeah. That's why I live in a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
Because I'm loaded.
That's how you keep your money.
Spend it wisely, yeah. No, I think it's crazy. Those cars are ridiculous. Although I heard that what's the guy's name? Elon Musk or whatever. He was like, he was really disappointed in everybody because he upgraded the firmware or something, or not him personally, but they upgraded the firmware in the car to be able to drive itself down the freeway. So it's like it's not just cruise control, but it's also
yes.
map.
There are tons of videos of that online already.
Yeah.
And people
like
are
the first
just
autopilot, basically.
yeah, but people are like not using it correctly. They're like using it while they're in traffic and stuff, and like almost dying.
Yeah,
It's
and then
like,
they
guys,
blame the
stop.
company though.
Yeah.
They're like, this isn't safe. See, we can't have self-driving cars. It's gonna kill people.
Yeah, exactly. That's not what's supposed to be. So
It's the people
are
being
misunderstanding.
stupid, not using it right.
Exactly.
I saw a stat. This is kind of old, maybe a year old, so I don't know if it's still true, but I heard that any accident that a self-driving car, and I think they were talking specifically about Google, any self-driving car that was in an accident was caused by another car with a human driver in it.
I heard that too.
It's like, wow.
Well, and a lot of people are against it because they don't like giving up their freedom to drive,
Right.
and then secondly, they just don't trust the technology. But
Give them a couple of
don't-
years and it will be
yeah.
standard.
well, part of it is just like I don't think they think about the fact that like those sensors in that car are going to every time be able to respond faster.
Yeah,
Like,
they don't get tired, they don't get
they don't
distracted, nothing like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I've thought about this. Like, it baffles me that the human race as a whole is allowed to drive vehicles down roads at
Yes,
75 miles an hour.
Yes.
Like, this just sounds so
Well, and, like,
crazy.
Yeah,
Over
that are
in-
true.
we were talking about this, weren't we? Because then you were talking about there's no speed limit on the Autobahn. So I don't.
Yes. Well, at least at some places. There are some speed limits, but mostly there's no
So
speed limit.
people go insanely fast. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I'm actually a very nervous driver. I avoid driving when I can because
It's
I feel like this
matter
huge
of
weight
getting
of
used to it, I think.
responsibility. And
It's just a matter of
Yeah.
getting used to, I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
well-
I was, for the longest time, was very afraid too, but once you get used to your car and to the road and you know what you're doing.
Well, and it's not like I don't think I'm a bad driver by any means. I think I'm a pretty decent driver. But I just don't like the stress of other people's unpredictableness.
Yeah.
Oh.
Especially like now that we're in Austin in a city. Holy crap, I can see why they do so many ads against texting while driving because I see it all the time. And
There's a sign in Nashville on I-65, and it's like an LED sign that tells you how many people have died on that freeway that year.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
It's like, okay, I will,
Yeah.
I will
That's a
be
wake-up
safe.
call. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but for some reason, despite not having a speed limit, I think we still have less casualties by car accident you got to see it in a fraction because, of course, the US has a lot more people than
Yeah.
Germany
Right.
has, but the ratio is still better.
At what age can you guys drive in
18.
Finland?
18.
Germ-
It's Europe completely.
See, here
Wow.
I could get a permit and drive when I was 14.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's
I think it's
insane.
it's by
In my
state here. Huh?
In my state, it was.
Yeah.
And then 14, you had to have an adult with you in the seat next to you. But then after that, once you hit 16, you could drive by yourself.
Yeah, you can, with an adult, you can, at least here in Germany, at 17.
Yeah,
So that's a thing.
Wow.
because I feel like that might be part of it.
Yeah, maybe. 16-year-olds, yeah, I can see that they are not quite ready to drive
There's
cars.
Yeah,
certain,
yeah.
like,
I agree.
yeah, thought processes that maybe.
I mean, they are like high school, and I don't
Oh
know.
my gosh. The things that were going through my mind when I was 14 had nothing to do with being safe on the road.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
cannot imagine having
Yeah.
that responsibility at that age.
I remember whenever 2014 hit, it was just like people who were born in 2000 are driving. Like, and that just
Wow.
made me feel
Yeah.
really old all of a sudden.
Yeah, you are not even old, Enei.
Yeah, I'm not that old, but I don't know. I'm closer to 30 now than I am to 20, and that feels weird.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Hmm. I mean, it's not bad. I feel like the older I get, the younger I feel like that age is.
Yeah.
I'm like, all my 30-year-old friends, I'm like, oh, 30 is not that old. Whereas, like, when I was a kid, I thought 30 was, like, the end,
Right.
Like, you turn 30, okay, you're basically dead.
Right. Basically, dead.
Yeah.
Life over.
Nothing
Yeah.
to do anymore. It's all
Yeah, it's
over.
only downhill.
You might as well just give up.
Time to make a will and start writing your
If
obituary.
you haven't
Yeah.
fulfilled your dreams at 30, then you're done. It's just not gonna happen. But now I'm much more optimistic about 30. Maybe because I just don't want to think that way anymore.
I would say that 30 has been like, as far as just like figuring myself out and like trying to understand humanity, like 30 has been like the best, because
Yeah.
I think there's something that happens mentally, or at least it did with me, where you're just like, I'm done with the crap. I just want to know like reality and kindness and things that are long lasting. Like I'm
Yeah.
done with the constant striving for popularity and things that are like in the moment.
Is
You
it
just
just
have-
you care about what other people think a lot less?
Yeah, like I definitely noticed that. Like I noticed myself being myself more. Like I started reading comic books. I started taking my YouTube channel more
Nerd.
seriously. I know, right? Like I for the longest time I would not touch a comic book because I'm like, I am not getting that on my name. Like there's no way.
Wow.
And then I hit 30, and this guy that I work with, he's a huge comic book nerd. And I was like, so tell me about these comic books. He's like, what do you want to know? So
Yeah.
he got me into like the Batman New 52 stuff, and I started reading a bunch of like Frank Miller comics and stuff like that, and just getting way into it. And like now it's just kind of like a part of, like, it's not a huge part of my life, but it's like I enjoy it,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't care who knows it.
You even said it in a video. Wow. It's like, hi, my name is Fultron.
All go
I read
over to Fultron's
comics.
channel and judge.
Yeah.
Leave all the comments. Comics are for nerds. And he won't
Yeah,
even
there you
care.
go.
He won't even
You
care.
won't care, so you can just leave the comment.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
fine.
give a crap. I'll just ban you from my channel. It's
Bullying
all
is
good.
fine if they don't care.
Right.
Okay, that's not true at all.
You heard it here. And Asia said.
No, I did not. That was fake.
It was
What? I didn't say anything anymore.
It was Mara. Listen to her cackle.
Yeah,
See?
blame me.
Told you.
I'm just listening and mining here, guys.
Mara, what are your thoughts on finding yourself and being?
I agree with Fultron actually. I feel like when I'm not going to tell how old I am, but anyway, when I became closer to 30 and went past it, I definitely feel like I started to know myself better. Know who I am, know what I want, and all that. So I agree with Fultron. I agree with you,
So
sir.
basically, what you're saying is that I'm the only one who hasn't found himself here yet.
Yes.
I
Good luck.
haven't
Good
figured
luck,
myself
Pink.
out yet. I'm just.
Okay.
No,
But you
I
still have
definitely-
like a couple of years.
Yeah, I got 4 years to figure it out.
I
so-
definitely have
Wait
not
till I'm
figured
30 to
myself
figure
out,
it out. Oh man.
but like it's not so much figuring yourself out, but just being okay with the fact that you never will. Like
Yeah, I think that's
Okay.
it. Being content
Yeah.
with not with yourself.
yeah, and just be like,
As
okay,
you
here's where
are.
I'm at right now. I've got this thing in my life which is really cool, but I've got this thing in my life which really sucks, and that's just the way it is right now. And I'm a 30-year-old grown adult man, and I can handle it. That's it.
And I feel like whenever I talk to younger people now, though, like there's so many people, I don't know, teens to like early 20s are just hard. They're just hard.
Yep.
And I get so many younger people that are in that age group who are just like, they just want to give up. You know, they're just
Yeah.
tired. They don't think
Yeah.
they'll get better. And the thing I always want to say is just like, no, trust me, like it gets so much better. And like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
your life changes. It can change so dramatically in such a short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You'll suddenly be in a new environment where you can actually, take some time to figure yourself out.
And I think now more than ever, the world is way more accepting of different social statuses and like interests and stuff like that.
Well, kind of.
Yeah,
Like, I
that's for
feel like
sure.
it's split. Like, at least definitely like in the internet community, I feel like it's that way.
Yeah.
I feel like, and maybe it's just older generations to some extent who aren't connected with other people in other places. I feel like there are still those kind of, what's the word? I can't, like stereotypes, but I can't think of the word. Something like that. But that, like, among especially like younger-ish generations, that it's definitely opening up.
Yeah.
The more people get connected, especially via online.
I guess it depends very much if people are like online a lot or if they are not. Because like I was yesterday. I was on a birthday party of a friend, and he's how old is he? He's like a couple of years older than me.
Okay.
So probably
like 50?
toward 30 also, not 30 yet, but like
50.
yeah, not 20.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And he had some friends, and they came from they were from Bavaria, and Bavaria is the part of Germany which is like the most conservative, I guess you can say. I mean, there are of course a lot of people that are open for everything, like everywhere, but especially the older folks here is just very, very conservative still. And I really felt out of place talking to some of these people yesterday. I just I totally couldn't. I just couldn't. And
Yeah.
I don't know. It was an interesting experience for me once more to see that.
We've gone way past our time, but I feel like this was such a good
Oh.
conversation.
Yeah, it
Well,
is.
I started recording right at the beginning. It's only 22 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, we're doing
It's not
That
that bad.
seems like a
We
good
got
time.
another 40 minutes then.
Yes, continue,
It's about
please.
humanity.
We have such a deep discussion here.
It is a deep discussion.
It is.
That's
Unlike
probably
last
as long
time,
as my
Enei.
full mining.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
time we are not
oh,
talking about lashes.
Yeah, that's true. Lash discussion.
No more lashes.
I had one other thing I wanted to say that, like, I think part of it too is as you get a little bit older, you start to realize that it's okay to choose who you be friends with or who you want to be friends with.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like as a younger person, I felt like I had to be friends with everyone, and I wanted to be known by everyone and liked by everyone.
Right.
And it's not like that's really changed, but my priorities on who I surround myself with is different. And like I feel like it's okay to, I don't know how to word that, but like to choose which friendships you really want to invest in
Right.
and
Yeah.
kind of avoid toxic people and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I don't know.
Well, I think I said it in a vlog once that like you're born with like a certain like a limited amount of cares you can give.
Yeah.
And so like as you get older, you start to hold them a little closer and you only give them
Yeah.
out to things that really matter.
Like,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
That is
so
awesome.
many.
And friendships
That
are one of
is
those
really
things where
cool.
it's like I don't have enough cares to give you. Sorry.
Yeah, it's so true though. It's so true. And it's not like you mean any ill will towards those
No.
people or anything like that. You wish them well, but you just can't pour so much of yourself into them.
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah.
That is actually a very good
I just lost diamond into lava.
comparison.
Oh.
What? I found so many diamonds again today. It's crazy.
Yeah, I found quite a few.
Yeah, I found
And
Well,
we were next
I
to each
found
other,
8.
right, Fultron?
Yeah.
A lot.
Wow.
I found
I
8.
didn't find a lot.
Well,
I have 34.
eight diamond.
Oh, I don't have
ore.
that many. Well, I just have the blocks, so I don't know how many
Oh,
I have
okay.
actually.
No, I
Yeah,
already
yeah.
fortuned them.
Yeah,
I
I
have
have
15
I have ore
blocks.
blocks too.
Well, that's probably more than 30.
Maybe just a little bit.
How many do
I
you
got
have, Fultron?
17
Yeah. 17 diamonds or
Yeah.
17 blocks?
diamonds.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so where
Well,
are you guys?
Iron bars.
Do we want to end
I'm
this?
coming. Mindless
Yes.
Yeah,
murder.
No, don't go this way. If only
No,
Edson were on.
just kidding.
Hunt him down. Well, thank you guys for joining us on this super deep mining episode.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Share your thoughts about humanity.
Takeaways from today. It gets better.
It gets better, sort of.
Hey, I got blocked in. Somebody blocked me in.
Wasn't me.
I'm
What's
lost.
going on?
Mara.
I'm completely lost.
I was
Where
like, why is
am
there
I?
smooth stone here?
You left at the
Wrong
end,
turn?
so I used it.
I have no idea where I am. Oh my
Uh-oh.
goodness. This is terrifying.
Well, the
Uh-oh.
coordinates you want to go for are 1900, 300. That helps.
Interesting. Oh goodness. Okay, see you next year.
Yep. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you
Bye.
next time.
Bye.